Well, hello there, it's Adam. Well, hello there, it's Adam. Hello there, it's Adam. Hello, it's Adam. Hi there, it's Adam. Hi, it's Adam. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, arrivederci. Hello. There's many ways you could go and talk to a woman. There's many ways you could go talk to a man. There's many ways you could do many things. Many, many things, many, many ways, many, many times a day. Many, many times a day, many times a day. Yeah, you could run down the street, you could kick a ball, you could throw a football into the air. Then you could travel around the world and you'd never know what you might just find in this life. In this life you live, together we live and then we die. So, if you made it this far, congratulations, because that means that you got past all of that and yet you still wanted to hear the secret sauce, the secret sauce, the secret line, the secret indispensable line that's going to get you the result with the women that you want to have immediately without putting in any work, without putting in any effort. You can just sit at home in a pile of your own filth, fat. You're disgustingly fat and unhealthy, and your belly's sticking out. You have like a really small shirt on. You're watching TV, and you're just eating like chips of some kind, maybe some nachos, as we all like to say in this community, and then and then you're like sitting there, and the TVs are playing, and then you're like, you know what? I feel like having some sex right now, and then you just know the line, this secret line that I'm going to tell you in this video. And then you'll get all the sex you want with any person that you want without having to do anything. You don't even have to speak. You just have to think it. But you don't even have to think it, because even that's too much work. You just lie there and people just come to you like a king. Like a king back in the medieval times. And they come in and they service you and pleasure you in every way imaginable that you may like to be pleasured by. So I'm just a guy that goes out. I enjoy game. I enjoy gaming. I enjoy going out, sarging in the night, and talking to the ladies. Because I'm somewhat of a ladies' man, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, I get lots of ladies. I'm a big, lots of ladies. Lots and lots of ladies. Yeah, I'm the best. I'm the best that there is. I'm so good that I'm like bread when you put some butter on there. Bread and butter. No peanut butter, though. Only if I let my dog come in. Because it gets kind of freaky sometimes. All right. I guess we should get serious. I should get serious because I just want to share information dump, some things that I've been thinking about as I've been out there in the field, grinding away, developing my social skills with the ladies. I'm a serious guy. Life is serious. I'm serious. Serious about what I do. And, life is tough. Life seems like it's never going to end, but Everything will end at some point. We're going to get old. We're going to get old. We're going to get decrepit. Eventually, we're going to pass away into another plane of existence, maybe, or maybe that's it. Maybe it's all done at this level of the world, of this level of consciousness. Whatever it may be. Whatever it may be, son. Son, sonny boy. Son, sonny boy. A sunny, sunny boy and a sunny boy, boy, boy. We're having an intimate experience on this video. It's like, did I just do that? Did I just do all those things that I did? Did I just say the things that I said up until now? It's like, this is me. This is me. I can do that. I can make weird facial expressions. People like to sing. People like to sing. That is a fundamental human necessity. We love to sing. We love to listen to singing. We love to dance. These are facts. We love to dance. We love to sing. It's part of being a human being. Dance. If you're feeling sad, just dance right now. Get up, dance, and in your living room, in your bedroom, in the shower, sing. Sing for all to hear. You don't have to sing good. What is good? Good is subjective. Good doesn't exist. There is no good. There is no bad. It just is. It just is. Just like when you go out, it just is. You're just there, and you should enjoy it. You should enjoy your time when you're out. There is no line. There is no perfect line. I guess I should get to the content of the video here. I mean, but this is the content. So this is the content, but I also want to mention too, and this is the thing, that there is no lines in game. You're not getting good with women. You're getting good with yourself. You're not getting good with women. You're getting good with yourself. What does that mean? You're getting good at self-control. When you say to yourself, okay, I want to start developing my social skills. I want to start meeting the kinds of women that I would like to meet. I want to start taking control over this area of my life. I don't want to just be at the effect of life and think that I have to take whatever I get in life, that I have no control over my circumstances or over the results or over the material possessions or inner well-being. I don't want for me to just be at the effect of these things. I want to be at the cause. I want to start taking control over all aspects of my life. So then you realize that I'm sorry. I'm an awkward individual. I wasn't socialized well as a child. In fact, I wasn't taken to the dog park when I was growed up. When I was growed up. Emphasize that P. Now you try. Excuse me. Let me get back to it. Yeah, so these are like nuggets, little gold nuggets you got to find in these videos. That's what I try to do. I try to just leave little nuggets for the people that really want it. There is no, you don't need a dating coach. I'm not going to tell you, oh, I have a secret line and it's behind the paywall. All the answers are behind the paywall. You got to pay me. You don't got to pay me shit. I'm going to tell you everything on these videos because the coaching, like let's say somebody came out with me and I took them out into bars, into clubs in the day. We're running around, we're talking to girls, we're having a good time. Or you get on a phone call with me and we strategize and we come up with a plan for you and we figure out how to address your particular challenges that you're having in this area. That the value isn't coming from a secret line or something like this. The value comes from me talking things out with you and investing time in you and your needs and trying to come up with solutions and brainstorming. That's where the value comes from, another person investing his energies into you and to your goals, into helping you get the success in this area that you want to have. Right? And it doesn't come from a secret line or me showing you secret tactics and all these kinds of things. It comes from a guy that's going to take you out and is going to push you past your limits and show you what the process looks like when you're going out to talk to girls, and what it looks like when you're approaching strangers, cold approach pickup, approaching strangers in the day and in the night, and showing you what that persistence looks like, what that dedication looks like, what the approach looks like, and how you make yourself do it, and then addressing the internal blockages or fears or worries that you might be having, and then the realities that exist in this, like that I'll tell you right in this video. The reality is that there's risk involved. The results are not guaranteed. You might go and dedicate yourself to this for the rest of your life and get zero results. That is a potential. That is a potential. That is life. Babies are born and they don't get to live even for 1 year. They're born and they die. So to say that, oh, for sure, I'm going to get you results. No, that's not the case. You're just doing everything in your power that you can to get the results that you want to get. If you're struggling with women, or you're struggling in your friend group, or you don't feel like you're getting respect, or you feel like you're lost, or that you don't have control over your life, the value is that I'm telling you that you can take control of your life. That is the value, just right there. Somebody reinforcing positive belief systems into your life, or a positive force that is there to support you in your journey. That is the benefit of a coach. The benefit of a coach is that you go out and he's pushing you past your limits. He's not letting you off the hook. He's holding you accountable. He's giving you external feedback and giving you pointers of ways that you could potentially increase your odds of meeting and attracting the kinds of women that you want to meet and attract. That's the benefit of a coach, not secret lines and these things. This is the reality, is that a guy like myself that's been out there pushing himself in bars, in clubs, talking to women, cold approach pickup, that's what I've dedicated myself to for the last 13 years. You don't get to just skip 13 years and be at the level that somebody like myself is at. Although after 13 years, you could be at you could have had, say, much more experiences than I've had, potentially. Depends on what your goals are. But from the very beginning, you're not going to have the understandings that I have, and you're not going to have the experiences I have. You're not going to have developed the calibration that I've developed. You're just not going, it just doesn't work that way. That's not reality. That's the truth. It's not a lie. This is reality. The lie would be to say, oh, I can for sure get you results. The lie would be to say, no, it's about lines and tactics and these kinds of things. It's not about that. The reality is that you're not getting good with women. You're getting good with yourself. It's a self-development process. It's a self-development. It's a growth. It's growing from within. It's becoming the kind of person that can walk up and approach the kind of girls that you want to talk to, or approach the kind of people that you want to talk to, and make the effort to move things forward. It's developing the ability to take risks and not be living in scarcity, and then putting that into practice by then approaching women, taking risks, and being willing to lose the women that you're talking to, being willing to say and express yourself and say the things that you want to say, and express your opinions, and be willing to not have people agree with you, to be willing to be challenged, to be willing to put yourself out there and potentially be harmed physically, mentally. You can be harmed mentally. You could be mentally abused in life. That can be harsh too. And then you feel suppressed. That can be just as bad as being physically harmed in some ways. I mean, it is physical. Your mind is also a part of your physical body. even though you can't see it. So it's risky. This is a risky pursuit. You're going to be scared. You're going to put yourself in environments that are foreign to you and that are going to be scary to you. They're going to be uncomfortable because you're not used to being in those environments. So then there's another reason you might get a coach, is because then you have somebody to take you out there that's supporting you, that knows what those environments are like, that can give you a deeper understanding of things from the beginning, rather than you having to go through everything yourself and learn everything yourself. Although you definitely can do that, and learning from videos and or programs or reading books. That's how you do it. And then you get out there, you have to take the physical action. You can't not put yourself through the fire. You have to go out there and get your own experiences and basically traumatize yourself in a way where you got to take the rejections. You have to do things where maybe you're not going to get positive feedback. People are going to challenge you. People are going to maybe make fun of you. People are going to mock you, laugh at you. Girls are going to reject you. This is going to happen. So then you cannot skip that process. But then you have someone like myself who's consulting with you and telling you, no, this is normal. You think that you're somehow not on the right track, or that you're experiencing things that nobody else is experiencing. Oh, these guys that I'm watching in the videos and these kinds of things, they must be getting results all the time. They don't go out and not get results, and go out for weeks and months and not get laid, or years perhaps. I mean, your journey is your journey. You don't know when that's going to happen. You don't know when you're going to get laid. You don't know when you're going to meet somebody that you're going to vibe with and connect with. But again, then you have somebody that says, well, that's how it works. You have to find somebody that resonates with you and that you resonate with. Then you're developing more standards for yourself, and then you're actually looking for the types of girls that you want to meet, or the types of friends that you want to have. Then you realize, again, it's about, you got to be the kind of friend that you want to have. You got to be the kind of boyfriend that you would want to have. I mean girlfriend. Freudian slip. Freudian slip. Learning about psychology. I mean, the educational side of things is important too. Like a dog. I was watching a video the other day. Guy was saying, like a dog. Got to do that like a dog. Anyways, it's a deep subject. Guys want to say you can do this right away. I mean, or that you can get results fast. Just get my shit. Buy my shit. And you can get results fast because I got all the answers. It's like, no. If there's a guy that went out for years and dedicated himself and for years of his life, and he's got a ton of experience getting results with women, going out, going through that process, and sleeping with a lot of girls perhaps. I mean, these are people too, so you're not just sleeping with women, you're creating relationships with people. And sometimes girls, they don't want to have a long-term relationship with somebody. They do want to go out and just have fun and have some physical intimacy without potentially having a long-term relationship with that person. People don't just have sex with only people they're going to have long-term relationships with. People have sex just for fun, casual sex, but then again, your goals are going to be your goals. So it's this pursuit isn't about becoming good with women. It's about becoming good with yourself. It's about self-discovery, learning about what you want in life, and then getting after it, going after it. That's something you're building, the confidence to go after what you want in life. These are the things you're developing. You're developing characteristics like confidence, determination. The things that you learn in this is problem solving. You're not always going to have the answers. You can learn and hear different ideas about how you might address this situation or how you might address this problem. But then when you're in it, you're not thinking about this in the field. When you're in the field, you're playing game in the field. You're exercising the things you're learning. You're not talking about how to build characteristics. You're putting it into practice. You're not talking about being funny, that's how you attract women. Be funny. You actually are being funny. You're now practicing being funny. You're cultivating the ability to make people laugh. You're cultivating the ability to listen. You're cultivating the ability to be more empathic as to what the other person might be feeling, what the other person might be thinking, how you can provide value, how you can give this person an amazing experience. And then you're more likely to get the things that you want. These are the kinds of things you're developing. And nobody's going to just tell you, oh, this is how you do it, and then you know how to do it. You still have to get out there and put it into practice. Tiger Woods, at the highest level of golf, still loses games to other guys. Or yeah, I guess it's just guys, right? They don't do the mixed thing in golf. I don't even watch golf. I'm just saying, even at the highest level, whether you're Michael Jordan at basketball, the highest level of basketball, you're losing games. You're missing shots. You're failing all the time. Me, I used to skateboard for over a decade. It's like, you can't skateboard and think that you're not going to fall. You're going to fall down. You better expect that you're going to fall down multiple times in a session. Every time you go out, you're going to fall down. If you're pushing yourself, if you're challenging yourself, if you're trying to learn new things, there's always another level. So socially, that might mean that you're going out to the bars, you're going out to the clubs, you're going out in the day, and then you're talking to the women that intrigue you, that you want to talk with, or you're just talking with everybody and learning how to be good with people in general. You're learning how to use that $1 million mouthpiece, they call it, where you can just talk and talk. That is a muscle. Just like somebody goes to the gym and builds big biceps, your words and verbally speaking and being verbal, that's a muscle. That's a muscle. Not being courageous and not being a bitch. That's a muscle. Sometimes you concede to your inner bitch. That happens. Happens all the time. But then you reflect on that at a later time. You go, okay, what could I have done differently? How could I have pushed myself more? You learn to love yourself. You're not hating yourself. You're just looking at it as it is. And then again, you're putting yourself out there. You're showing up. You're going out for maybe 4 hours, maybe 4 hours, maybe 6 hours. I don't know, how much time do you want to dedicate to this? This isn't being about being good with women. It's about being determined, persisting, keeping yourself in a positive mood. So then you're developing the ability to control your emotions, taking care of your emotional well-being. You're also developing self-control where even if you feel a certain way on the inside, you make yourself take action regardless. You also have control over your external, you take control over your external actions, no matter how you're feeling. That's the skill you're developing. I'm not good with women. I probably suck with women, actually. I just suck in general. Suck a lot of dick, actually. Just sucking it all the time. And that's the reality. But I'm good at making myself get out there. Making myself take action, being willing to be judged or ridiculed, being comfortable with myself, not giving a fuck. Although then paradoxically, we do give a fuck. Paradoxically, we care about the perceptions of others. But that's why it makes it so challenging, and that's the skill too, is to then develop within yourself and cultivating within yourself that self-love and self-validation. You learn to care about your opinion of yourself more. The 3 mantras, and I added a 4th one, that I like to remind myself of and will continue to come up in life, I'm continued to be reminded of these things, is validate yourself. You are always in control of your actions. Take nothing personal and treat everything as an end in itself. Every moment of existence, you can be present and you're making a decision in every single moment, which brings you to the next moment, and the next moment to the next moment, and the next moment to the next moment. Everything is a moment. Let's have a moment of silence for those people that couldn't be here with us right now. Boo! Gotcha. Gotcha. But I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. You know, you're on this journey too, and and maybe like when I got into this, I was 25, and before that, I was like a dedicated skateboarder. Wanted to be a professional skateboarder. I didn't care about anything else. I didn't care about money. I didn't care about school. I didn't care about nothing. I was like, I want to be pro. What's the next trick? You're watching skate videos. You're looking up to professional skateboarders. And I just dedicated to myself to that for over a decade of my life. And then when I was 25, I gave it up, and then I discovered game. I read the book, The Game. Then I started, I guess they call it leapfrogging in my cock, leapfrogging to the next thing. In the books that they suggested things in those books. Then I would go and look into that thing, and then it was just, over the years, I started reading more literature, studying things on peak performance and how to cultivate skills and psychology and female nature, and, you know, studying the different ideas out there about how to meet and attract women. But now at this stage in my journey, obviously my understanding then, very naive, just getting into it. But now with all the experience that I have, it's not about lines. It's not about tactics and techniques. It's like, yes, you can understand that maybe it's better to start with bringing the value in the beginning. Then when somebody's then interested, or they want to take things further, take the conversation further, you might then start getting more into like the more topics where you're learning about one another. But you don't start with that. That's just a good rule of thumb, is not to start with comfort, where you're just asking questions about, what do you do for work? What's your name? Oh, what did you eat last night for breakfast? Oh, what's your dad's name? What's your mom's name? Like, you're not learning these things right off the bat. It's a good rule of thumb. In the beginning, you're just bringing the value. It's all surface level, fun, having a good time, vibing, see if you guys get along. Then you might progress it to there. Then you're going to progress it further, and maybe to having a sexual experience with one another. A sexual experience with one another. A sexual experience with one another. A sexual experience. Sorry. Sometimes that happens. But, so that's the thing. The understanding I have now after 13 years of learning and growing, and now taking action in this area, it's a lot different, right? So that's what I'm trying to give you, is the ideas of where you're going to be at after 13 years. But your journey's your journey. Once again, it's going to be totally different. So, but you deciding what kind of journey that is going to be for you. What is the actual type of women you want to be with? What are the actual results that you want to have? Realizing that this is something that you can be serious about, that you can take seriously and be a professional, in the regard that you could work on be eating the right nutrition, going to the gym, reading books, educating yourself, having hobbies, having other interests, cultivating self-love, self-reliance, self-esteem. And you can always be cultivating these things. The changing your beliefs to, I can do it. I can have the life I want to have. I can go after the things I want to go after. I can go and talk to that beautiful woman over there, even though society might say that I can't do it. Even though society might say that I can't do it, I'm going to go do it. And then you change your beliefs and you go do it, and you go try to talk to that girl. And yes, maybe it will work out and maybe it won't. It's not 100%. That's the point. You're not doing this to get laid. Yes, you are doing this because you would like to have some physical intimacy. You would like to have a good time like that. But then you're also doing it. You learn to enjoy going up and talking to people. That's the only thing you have control over. You learn to appreciate your actions. You realize that that's the only thing you have control over. You are the only constant. If you run into one asshole in a day, you ran into an asshole. If you run into two assholes in a day, you're the asshole. take responsibility. You learn to take responsibility for your life. You can do whatever you want. Maybe you have a better belief system. Maybe you have something that works better for you and is getting you better results, which again would be the results for you, whatever that is. But again, where I was coming from, the results that I'm getting changed my life. You don't have to be fucking porn stars and celebrities to be living a great life. There's beautiful women everywhere. You can leave your house right now and you can go meet a woman that you're insanely passionate about and would have an amazing time with, just as much as you might think that you'd have a good time with a porn star or some actress. You don't need to be with a woman like that. There's women everywhere, and you would have an amazing experience with them. But then that's the thing, is if you wanted to meet porn stars and actresses, you go to Hollywood, you go to LA, you go to places where you can meet these women. And then you've cultivated that skill of self-control, self-reliance, the ability to approach, the ability to go up and talk, to convey your personality, putting yourself out there, not holding yourself back because of perceptions or worries of what this person might think or what that person might do. You develop balls. You develop balls, sir, to go up, and you develop also the ability to take risks, because there's risk involved. You could be harmed. You could be killed. But you could be harmed and killed in your own home if you just wanted to stay there, scared, like a scared little girl, covering yourself up in your blanket in your bed. You could still be harmed. You are never safe. You are not safe. No one leaves this place alive. You will die one day. But you also could die every single day, a little death when you don't take action. That's what this is about. Not about lines. It's about self-trust. Go out and learn to problem solve. Go out and trust in yourself and do the best that you can with the information that you have today, in the body that you have now. Whether you're fat, whether you're crippled, it matters. It's very sad. I'm grateful for the life that I have and the body that I have. And some people are in they have a lot more challenges. They're at a place where maybe it's very difficult for them. But if you have the ability to speak, to get up, to get out of your house, to go over to that girl and speak to her, then you can do this too. You can do this too. Yes, you might not get sex, but you're gonna learn to love just going up and talking to people. You'll go out and just making yourself talk to people and overcoming your fears and overcoming those internal challenges and barriers that once held you back, and you overcome those. You're growing as a person, and that feels good. And then eventually you will meet somebody that will want to have a sexual time with you. That's going to happen too, because if you look into biology, where you have genetic variation for a reason, girls are attracted to whatever they're attracted to. Attraction is not a choice, as they say. Attraction is not a choice. So just by going up and putting yourself in enough opportunities, it might take one person 100 tries. It might take another person 1,000 tries. And then even then, there's no guarantees. So then that's the paradox, is that you still keep that in mind. So then you just appreciate you develop the appreciation. You develop appreciation for your life, for the ability to just do anything that you can. Anything is a gift that you can do in a day. Just living and waking up is a gift. So then you just learn to appreciate every step of the process. There is a process to everything. That's fucking retarded to say that there's no process and not to trust in the process. No matter everything that you do, you wake up and you walk to the bathroom, you take a piss, and then you brush your teeth. That's a process. And then there's even a micro process to that. How do you brush your teeth? I'm brushing my teeth, bitch. That's a process. So what's the process when you go out and you're meeting women? There's many different kinds of processes that you can take. So you can play around with the different. My process is that on the weekends or whatever days I choose, I go out and I get dressed. I show up to the bar, to the club, and I start talking to people. I start talking to the girls that I want to talk to. I also talk to guys. I also talk to everyone, because I'm not putting the hot girls on a pedestal. And then I'm also cultivating these skills that I mentioned of being able to just talk and talk freely, express yourself, not worrying more so about the validation from yourself, not from others, putting yourself out there, having fun. That's another skill. Self-amusement, making yourself have fun, regardless of the reactions that you're getting externally. You make yourself have fun. That's a skill also. So again, this is about self-development. This is about self-control. And that's what you're focusing on. You're not getting good with women. So get that out of your head. So yeah, we want to make this video. I hope this helps. I hope this was of value to you guys. And sorry, I have a tick. I honestly, that's something I'm challenged with. I have a little bit of a tick, so, but I don't make excuses. I don't make excuses. That's another skill. Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses. Determination. You don't give up. You just keep going. And it's like, did I just do that? Am I the cool guy? I'm going to sit back. I'm the cool guy now. I'm not even going to make an effort. I'm the cool guy. Girls are going to come to me. Okay, well, see if that works for you. See if that works for you, bro. See if that works for you. I'm going to be the guy that's failing, and maybe someone thinks I'm a fool. Maybe someone thinks I'm a goof, and they're going to sit back and they're going to laugh, but they're not in the arena. I'm in the fucking arena. I'm in the fracking arena. I'm in the fracking arena, man. I'm in the fracking arena, and I got the blood and the sweat on my body, and I know the pain of defeat, but I also know the pleasure of victory. And that's me. And nobody gets around that. You're not going to go out there and not fail. You're not going to go out there and every girl's going to like you. A friend to everyone is a friend to no one. So get out there, make the attempts, and be proud of yourself that you're out there going after what you want in life, and realize you're going to be fucking dead one day, man. So why the hell do you care about somebody else's opinion? Another human being's opinion. You're a human being too. You're not separate. That means you can get along with everyone, talk to everyone, make friends if you want to make friends, cultivate the sex life you want to cultivate if you want to, get the kind of job that you want to have, whatever that is. Make it happen for yourself. That's what you're cultivating. Just the belief that you can try. But there's no guarantees that you're going to succeed. But that's why you do everything in your power to succeed. You're watching videos, you're studying, you're taking every avenue that you can. You're experimenting with all kinds of information and seeing what works for you. And yes, maybe you get coaches in these things. Why? Because it can help you maybe that 0.1%, or maybe even more significantly than that. But then ultimately, you got to go out there and you got to take action. You got to try and you got to do it. You got to put yourself through the fire. You got to fail. You got to learn and develop the ability to trust within yourself and just make the best decision that you can. Problem solving, free association, free flowing. That's what you're cultivating. No one's going to give you all the answers. The skill and the results come from your actions, man. They come from your actions. You don't need this guy's program or that guy's program or whatever. You got to go out there and take action and not give up and think that, oh, it doesn't work for me. No, dude, it doesn't. It works. It just means that you have to put in more time and put in more effort. Yes, that's what it means. There's a concept called the 10,000 hour rule. Nobody cultivates a high level skill in a month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. No, it takes upwards of a decade. But in socializing, you've been socializing your whole life. If anything, we socialize all the time. You can't get around it. So you've already got it within you. It's also just biological. We didn't need to learn game to meet women and have sex. Our ancestors didn't need to do that thousands of years before you came here. But then when you have kind of an idea of a strategy and some ideas of how you can approach these things and get results, again, one being cultivating character and becoming the best version of yourself and becoming and continuing to develop yourself, that is also a method and a strategy. And that is how you're going to cultivate a quality social life for you, whatever that is for you. But decide what that is. Write it down. Figure it out. Be specific. Think about it in detail. And then get after it, son. Get after it, son! So anyways, again, as you can tell, I'm fucking serious about this, man. I'm fucking serious about this, man. Fucking serious about this, man. As you can tell in this video, I'm super serious about this. So hop on one of those free 30-minute strategy calls. It's fucking free, dude. I want to help you. Get on there. If you're struggling, let me help you. Let's talk. Let's chat. Man to man, friend to friend, man to woman, woman to woman, them to he, to them to her. Whatever. I don't judge. I don't judge. And let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's work together. Let's go out. Let's have fun. Let's talk to girls. Let's get you going on the right track to where you want to be. And again, datingdestruction@gmail.com. That's my email. That's where you can reach me. So hit me up if you want to talk to me personally and work with me. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the video, and please support me. Like the channel if you like this content. Like the video. Also, dislikes I think are hilarious, and leave a comment if you want to, whatever it may be. I don't filter the comments, but I guess YouTube maybe filters the comments. So if you want to talk some shit, just make sure that you navigate through the algorithm there. And until next time, we'll see you. Try that one when you're out next time. It's a doozy.